Hello, everybody. My name is Katherine. I am the podcast host. I am the brand creator of Chakras and Cusswords podcast and also Chakras and Cusswords brand. Today, I am doing a room on our sacral chakra about clearing and releasing that energy. I will also be pulling some affirmation and intention cards, and this is going to be related to our sacral chakra. So these affirmations and intentions will be related to the sacral chakra and how we are going to use it to release and use it to create intentions. I am inviting anybody who would like to come on stage and share some affirmations. This is a collective reading, so it will run for about maybe 30 minutes in this room, and then we will close it out. I will be doing a read for all the zodiac elements. I will not be doing individual reads. If you are interested in an individual read, I suggest you hop back in the Women's Club on Sunday and get into the astrology and tarot talk room, which is where I will be answering questions more related to the individual person. So let's start our sacral chakra clearing. Okay, so when we are thinking about the sacral chakra, this is the area that is related to a lot of our reproductive organs. It's also related to a lot of creativity, to passion, to sometimes we can be hindering trauma in that space. And what is so important when we clear this section is we want to establish that we are safe. And that is having the grounding and our strong roots from the root chakra, first being totally tapped into and initiated with. So I want everybody to concentrate on their safety first, that you are safe. This is a safe atmosphere. This is a safe environment. I am here to bring safety towards you. This is a message with nothing but love and divine intentions, so you are safe. And I want you guys to understand and really understand that you are able to create your own passions. You are really able to create your own passions. And I want you to think of what made you feel very passionate as a child. And I want you to hold that space right now. What was your passion as a child? Hold on to that right now. Just kind of hold it in your space. Was it outside playing? Was it drawing? Was it singing? Was it dancing? What was your passion as a child? At your divine state, at your purest state, before the world and the conscious state came into effect. What was your passion as a child? Hold on to that. Hold on to that space. And I want you to know that you are worthy of that. You are worthy of that passion. You are worthy of that creativity. That creativity is something that still holds space in you as an adult. It's still here for you. Now I want you to think of what has been holding you back. What has been holding you back from letting you live in your passion? And this comes in many areas. This can come in your creative process. If you are a creator, if you have a business, it could come in your area of intimacy with your partner. It could come in your area of relationships with communication. What has been holding you back from living in this passion? What has been holding you back? Is it not enough time? Not enough confidence? Not enough area to serve the purpose? Are you shy to say what it is that you are truly yearning for? What passion lives within you that you are ready to take focus on? want you to think about that. What is that that's holding you from creating that passion? And I want you to take a big deep breath in. And I want you to release it. Slowly release it. For that serves us no purpose. That serves us no prosperity. To hold on to our insecurities, to hold on to our areas where we don't hold our passion true. For our passion is our divine state of purpose. Our passion is our divine energy that makes us creators. If it's creating a healthy relationship, if it's creating a healthy bond with a partner, if it's creating a healthy business, if it's creating a healthy new job or a new focus or pathway, if we aren't true in our passion and our divine state, we won't see a full energy going towards our overall alignment. So I really want you to hold energy again one more time. Take a big deep breath in and let it out. And I want you to stay focused that you are worthy for your passion. You are worthy for your creativity. You create and people love it. You love it. It brings you energy to you when you create. It is your area of purpose. And if anybody would like to come up, say some affirmations, say some intentions, I would love to hear them. And I will begin to pull the cards for the 4 zodiacs. And these are intention cards that will be solely related to the sacral chakra. So this isn't going to be an intention of how my relationship's going. This isn't going to be an intention of should I leave my job. This is going to be an intention of where your passion, where your creativity needs affirmations. And this is how we're going to work forward through these cards. And I will be starting with the first element, which will be the fire signs. So if there's any fire signs, go ahead. I won't bring you up, but just go ahead and hit that hand raising so I can know if you are a fire sign, and I will bring you up. The first card we have for the fire signs is loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, and let God in. So when we think of this and how we're using it towards our passion, this is an area where we might be so focused on the strategy or so focused on it being a certain way. And we really need to have that center where we know that not everything is in this purpose. Not everything is in a fine, defined structure. Let go of that grip. Let go of that tight leash. Let go of that mechanism of everything staying in a container. We aren't always meant to live in a capsule, so let that space go. And when we think about the coping mechanism, and we think of it related to our passion, related to our sacral chakra, related to the mechanisms of what do we do when we're hurt? What do we do when somebody betrayed us? What do we do when we're in that area that we feel stuck and we know we need something else? Refer back to your passion. Take it back to dancing. Take it back to drawing. Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's seeking and explaining how you truly feel, especially if it is with a partner. Don't let your coping mechanisms bring you into a further depletion of your sacral chakra. And then when we think of addiction, and addiction is such a high energy word. And when we think about addiction and what is something that we can't quote unquote be without, what is it something? And when in course, we have our loved ones, we have our family. Those people, those loves, those souls, those spirits are in our atmosphere. But what isn't something that we always go back to? Something that makes us feel worthy of ourselves. What is that coping mechanism that we go back to? Is it writing? Is it creating? Is it cooking? Where is it that we find our pride? Where we find our passion? And hold on to that space, because sometimes the addiction of what we create is sometimes so inspiring for us that we have to let it out. Of course, if it is related to intimacy and you're yearning for constant gratitude for other people, that is an excessive sacral chakra. And what we need to do is bring you back centered to the root chakra. And that's something that you would have to definitely dive deep into and do some more healing. And definitely let the universe in, let God in, let whoever your higher purpose is, whoever sends you your messages, if it's your ancestors, whoever it is, let them in. Let them see you, for you see them, and they will see you. And that is for the fire signs. For their intention and affirmation card related to the sacral chakra. And now we are going to go with the water signs. And this is a beautiful card for the water signs. Weight of the world. And the deck that I am using today is the Oracle deck Starseed. The Starseed Oracle. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. And for the water signs, a lot of high energy transition right now. And having full boundaries is very, very, very important. Especially when we are relating it to the sacral chakra. So when we are related it to intimacy, partnership, relationships, communication, how we see our confidence with our bodies, how we see and love ourselves, we need boundaries. And sometimes we need boundaries in our relationships where our partners or ourselves know what is it that brings us joy? What is it that brings us pleasure? What is it that brings us happiness? That helps feed our root chakra, that brings us back to that safety net. And that's why we have boundaries, because it allows us to say, hey, I'm worthy of this. I'm worthy to be treated like this because I have boundaries and because I genuinely love myself. And let it go. When we are in the midst of creating our boundaries and we are in the midst of staying focused, we have to realize that we can't fix everybody. We can't make everybody change. We can only do what's right for us. If they see the light and see the guide and they move towards our message and they accept our message and accept our boundaries, but we can't hold these people or moments or events or places to areas that we don't have firm boundaries on. If people aren't living within our boundaries and aren't respecting us, then we have to let them go. And even as hard as that is, sometimes it's the best thing, not only for us, but for them. We can't let people mistreat us. We can't let people misuse us. We can't let people take our kind spirit and tender soul for granted. We have to live within our boundaries. We have to hold our boundaries true to ourselves. And it's not yours to carry. It's not your weight to carry everybody else. The number one person that you have to care for is yourself. For you to send a message to create alignment with your own life, with your own journey, you have to carry your own soul first. You can't carry 1,000 souls and expect to have a prosper life. You have to let people see that they can go because you are worthy of your boundaries. And when we're thinking about it with our sacral chakra, it's a lot towards relationships. It's a lot towards our passion. There's no reason why we can't live within our passion if people respect our boundaries. And that is for the water signs. And then the next card will be for the earth signs. And this read is related to the sacral chakra. So this is about our passion, our creativity, our relationship, the area formulated around the reproductive system. There can be some trauma in that area related to childhood, adulthood, many areas. So this is related to the sacral chakra, these intentions and affirmations. And the next card is for the earth signs. It is kind of funny, it's an earth card. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. And for the earth signs, we are so grounded. I'm saying it like I'm an earth sign. We are so centered in our mother. We are so centered in the nurturer. And this is for general. This is everybody. Because this is related to our chakra, our sacral chakra, and we all have one. Pulse of the mother. Our nurturing nature serves so much purpose as we continue to care for others. But as we are caring, make sure we care for ourselves. Slow down. Slow down. Your plate doesn't need to be so full. Your list doesn't need to be so long. Your bag doesn't need to be so heavy. Slow down. For you are the mother, you are the creator. Hold on to that. You create what happens. Most, and I'm going to say women because there's a lot of women in this room, most women create what happens in the household. They create the message. They create the journey. They create the pathway. How the other participants choose to accept it is up to them. But as the mother, as the nurturer, as the creator, create a pathway where you can live within your passion, where you can live within your message, where you can live within your purpose, where you can live in your intimacy, where you can live in your divine state. You create that. You don't have to do everything for everybody. Do it for you. If it makes you feel happy having a long to-do list, then go ahead. If that's what serves your purpose and that's what serves your passion, then yes. But if it's holding you where you don't feel the ground, where you don't feel your feet on the ground, your roots in the soil, then let it go. I want you to turn into nature and time in nature. Spend time grounding. Spend time accepting your creative process. Spend time thinking of what you were doing in your divine state as a child. What was your passion then? Because you need to slow it down. A lot of grounding I'm seeing right now for the earth signs. I want you to ground your roots in your soil and in your sand and hold it strong to you. For you are worthy. For you are passionate. For you are loving. For you deserve to bring intimacy to others, and you deserve to be able to receive. And that is for the earth signs. And we have one more zodiac element, and it is going to be for the air signs. And I just want to say, I am doing a room tomorrow on the astrology and on the numerology of February. February is an amazing month. I would say it is probably the most high cosmic energy month of the year. If you are planning on setting intentions in the month of February, if you're planning on creating something in the month of February, I am going to do an astrology and affirmation breakdown of the month, because I see February being a high month of prosperity. Some major planets are in focus in February. We have Saturn, Uranus, and we have some numerology dates that are just divine. If you are planning on setting intentions, February is going to be the month to do so. So for the air signs, the card I have for you, and this is funny because we have some Mars conjunctions happening in February, and a lot of people see Mars as the hot planet, the angry planet. But really, a lot comes from that. And the card that I have is the Great Serving, Mars energy. And for those who read astrology and know placements, you know Mars has that reputation of being the planet of war, of aggression, and conflict. And when we are seeing this as our sacral chakra, and we're seeing it towards this, the intimacy is high, the energy is high, the conflict is high. Have you ever been told you love when the relationship has a little bit of drama? Because if it doesn't, it's just kind of boring, right? We're just in this relationship with no drama. There's no conflict. There's no anger. He's too nice. God, he's nice. I don't know if he's the one for me. He's too nice. So what this Mars' energy is screaming to me, and the greater serving, is when all this high energy and intimacy and passion is full forward with the air signs, and all this energy is just all over the place. And it's kind of funny that this is an air sign, with February being season of the Aquarius, and definitely high air movement. Let that conflict soften. Let that energy relax. For with love, it all smooths over. And when we are thinking about the sacral chakra and it being excessive, because that's really what this card is showing me, is an excessive sacral chakra, we have to give it back to the root. We have to become more centered. We don't have to yearn for so much attention as long as we are giving our own soul, our own spirit, that attention. We don't have to be so impulsive. We are safe. We don't have to have that fear of leaving, of running away. Stay in your atmosphere, stay in your area, but bring it back down. Of course, if the wave is too warm, you must leave. But let the Mars energy play its course, for you will serve it with a more softer approach because you are grounded. So when I see an energy that is very, very high like this with the sacral chakra, I usually suggest that what we do is put more energy towards the root, to let the root feel that safety net again, to feel its purpose. Sometimes when we have too much going on, and if we're too creative, we're too focused everywhere is just everything. Bring it back down. Bring it back down to what you can service, what you can serve right now. Let go of the fear of having to do it all, be it all, feel it all, see it all. Let go of that. You'll see what you need to see when you see it. So let go of that. and definitely take some calming factors. If it is related to a relationship in the sacral chakra, where it's a passion and a love, and maybe it's just very intense right now, where you find your peace, where you find your mind is up to you, and that's usually bringing it back down to the root, bringing it back down to what it is you desire. Seek your desires through written words right now, especially right now in February. If you aren't writing in February, writing intentions or writing messages or affirmations, February is an amazing month to do so. Live off of that whimsical wind of the air signs. Let it cool down your house. Open your windows and let in the fresh air, for this energy will slowly pass. But when the sacral chakra is so high energy, it needs to be brought back down. And that is for the air signs. So I just want to thank everybody who hopped in this room. I have a new podcast out on chakras and cuss words today, and it is called Manifestation is More Than a Dream Board. I suggest everybody check it out. Please give the club a follow, and I will be holding space tomorrow at 12 noon to talk about the astrology and cosmic energy lined up for February and how you can use it to create affirmations, intentions, and really live in some pure abundance for this month. February is a very high cosmic energy month that is a month that you do not want to pass by. I'm waiting for somebody to debunk my myth that February is the most divine month of the year. It is the month to set intentions and affirmations and manifestations. So far, an astrologer has not debunked me. And I'm waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. But I looked at all the placements yesterday and all the astrological events. I don't see another month as well aligned as February. So hop into that room, and everybody have an amazing day, and thank you for coming by. Bye.